Yo, what up? Today I'm going to be talking about Gungrave Overdose, the sequel to Gungrave. In Overdose, there's a lot different. For example, there's 3 playable characters, and the game is 6 hours instead of 2. Wow! Also, something else that's new with this game is the story is told a lot more like a visual novel, where in the first game there was a couple cutscenes here and there. There's a few things I like, and there's also a bunch I dislike, and I'm going to go over those in this video. Starting with the things I like, I really enjoy the new moves that you have. For example, now you have a jumping attack, you can now combo with your coffin, so those are pretty cool. Just like the first game, you also have destruction shots, except these ones can be upgraded. The big difference is the way combat is in this game. Like I mentioned, you do have more moves, but another thing is in the first game you'd mostly just stand still and kinda shoot around. In this game, you more dodge around and shoot more. That was a thing you could do in the first game, but it's a lot more of a thing you want to do in this game. Just like the first game, everything's still very destructible, and you get to build up the beat combo, but in this game you can build up the beat combo to be a lot higher than the first one, so that's pretty cool. You can deflect missiles now, that's a cool new thing you can do. Something that I both do and don't like is this game's a lot harder than the first one. In the first one it was pretty hard to die, but in this game it's way easier to die. Enemies absolutely shred you, which some people like, some people dislike, it's preference. In this game, there's a bit more enemies than in the first one. For example, in this game, you have dudes that carry little missiles, you'll have tanks, you have a helicopter, you have the normal missile dudes from the first game, but now they have shields along with normal gun dudes, so you have to go up and melee them, because bullets don't work on them. One thing that I think's really funny in this game is, in the 3rd level I think it is, there's a dude that comes flying through doors on a cart and he just kinda goes around the level, and then more of them come through, so that's a pretty fun thing they did. Moving on to the things I don't like, sadly there's quite a bit. The biggest thing I dislike about this game is the lack of music. Most levels will have, like, no music at all, and if they do, they just throw in one song that's reused from the first game, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but also in the safe room. The music in the safe room is not bad, however I just really liked Here Comes the Rain from the first game. It just really fit. This one isn't something that I think makes the game bad, it's something that is more of a skill issue on my part. But the levels just have so much more enemies and they shred through your health. Like, you go from 100 to 0 so quickly, it is not funny. Also, the lock-on is still awful in this game, but that's just what it is. Also, this airfield level right here, yeah, I hate this level, and it's, again, skill issue. The last thing I really don't like about this game is the bosses are a lot easier than the actual levels themselves, and there's not really a lot of good boss fights until the end of the game. Which for the most part I think is fine, because the beginning of the game I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Not saying that the game is bad overall, I think I had more fun in the first half than the second half because of skill issue. Overall I'd say I enjoyed Overdose. I thought it was pretty fun. I'd recommend it. It's a lot harder than the first game. That was kinda surprising, but it's fun. Go give it a try. I don't have a whole lot to say about this game, that was about it. It's pretty much Gungrave, except, you know, they made some changes and it's a bit longer. That's going to be all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.